Got some bloober hanging there, you go.
Grandfather Hawes, owned that little house south of the, just south of the airport.
The one that Uncle Jim lived in?
No,
No. Anyway, when he came back from the service,
the Civil War.
the Civil War, he was wounded, and they kept him there. He wanted to stay there until he healed up. And he came back.
What battle was that, do you know?
I think Gettysburg, but I'm not sure. But anyway, this property that we're sitting on, and the house, who owned it, they don't know. A captain went to sea and never came back, and the property was just
Abandoned?
Oh, really?
abandoned, I guess. So Grandfather Hawes bought the property, which was the house up here,
Oh, really?
down through here.
Oh, the house that you were born in, you mean?
Yeah, and down through all the lots of the White Pond, the airport and the whole works, down to this Ocean State job lot.
Oh, really? Oh, my.
Owned all that land.
Oh,
And then my mother was an orphan. And her parents lived in New Haven, Connecticut.
oh, it was New Haven? Yeah.
And her father was a druggist, and he hung out with the guys fishing and they drowned. And the mother was
That's what he did? I thought he was a
I
fisherman.
thought he was a fisherman, too. But,
no,
no,
Hawes?
yeah.
No, Patzel,
Oh
her
no,
father.
no, I don't think he was a fisherman.
He was a pharmacist.
I think he was
Fish.
a pharmacist. But anyway, mother was an orphan.
Well, the mother was still alive, but she gave her up.
Well, no, her mother died, I think.
And who was the Swede and who was the German?
I,
Well, Patzel, that would be the father.
yeah,
That's,
That sounds more German than
yeah.
yeah, and
Petzold.
mother was a Swede, I guess, I mean, her
grandmother.
grandmother. But anyway, the Hawes family that owned all this land and so on, didn't have any children, so they adopted mother.
How did they get from Connecticut? How did they know
She
about
was
her
in
from
Rhode
Connecticut?
Island somewhere.
Huh? No, not Rhode Island.
Yes, Grammy told me that when she was just an infant or very young, that she remembers a group of men carrying her father into the house and putting him on the kitchen table,
Oh, really?
Not a good sign.
soaking wet.
So that was after he drowned.
Yeah.
Whether that was
should
a
remember
clear recollection or a dream, I don't know.
That was Bob's grandfather,
Yeah,
Yeah.
who was the pharmacist.
Well, that supposedly was the pharmacist.
Pharmacist or fisherman, was that?
Yeah.
Well, my grandfather would be, let's see, Hardy. He was a lighthouse keeper in this,
no, your great-grandfather.
great-grandfather, yeah.
And he was Edna and Grace's brother. Is that right?
No,
No? He was a generation before? Oh,
So
Grace and Edna
Edna-
were your father's sisters.
Yeah,
So your aunts.
Right.
So where did the name Hardy come in?
well, we're free.
Manya, you're not getting any food in you.
Hardy came from the Lighthouse Group. He went to seat at 12 as a cook.
Right.
But he was already here because there was another generation before him.
So we're talking about Josiah.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway,
But so so your mother got adopted by the Hawes family
the
somehow.
Hawes family, they own all this land.
Oh, and then she married into the Hardys.
Right.
And she married my father, who was a Hardy. And they ended up,
Grace and Edna were your father's sisters?
Yeah.
yeah,
So his aunts.
Really?
Yeah. They are great.
Yeah, that's why Jim was taken care of by them.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Yeah, that would make sense. Right. So, and then he stayed with them, and you went to Arizona.
my mother went to Arizona to take care of across the street, Cena Buxton,
Oh,
sister or something with an invalid.
and you went with her.
And Jim stayed with Grace and Edna.
And how old were you then?
Oh, I was probably about 4.
So before school.
Oh, yeah.
So Jim was what, 6 or 7?
Yeah.
So did you start school out there, or did you come back here?
Came back here.
You got some food. Where's your napkin? Here's your napkin.
Where's the food?
Right on your chin, right there.
Anyway. So, anyway, mother was adopted by the Hawes family. They inherited all this land.
They had no other children. The Hawes had no other children.
No,
So Bob, did you go to school out in Arizona?
no, that's too young.
Okay, and then how did didn't you end up in Texas somehow, or what happened after Arizona?
Came back here.
Went to Chatham High.
Yeah.
Graduated from Chatham High.
How long was your mother with the Hawes? I mean, how long did they live together?
I don't know,
But
She was quite young.
yeah. And as an orphan, she came and lived with them and they adopted her.
Go to school on the milk cart. Went by from South Chatham.
Yeah, right.
All the kids would ride the milk cart into school.
sounds like a better plan than the way it is now. So do you know her name before it was Hawes?
Patzold.
Patzold.
Patzold, I think.
My God.
And mother,
That's the CEO of $1 billion company
Yeah, right.
based in Luxembourg.
Patzold?
It's been funny.
And I heard they're looking
Right.
They're relative.
for film.
Descendants.
And they're looking for a DNA testing too.
test, right. Anyway,
the war put
getting
an
this
end to that. Mother used to write to this family over there. And she had somebody who could read German. Anyway, they kept in contact. And the war came along, that was the end of that.
So this would have been like her father's relative.
yeah, the birth father's relative.
Great father,
right,
relatives,
right.
yeah.
So when you say the end of that, it was because the Germans were at war with us and nobody could communicate. Yeah,
That was the end of it for a lot of people.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shut this down.